today in Dothan at the Republican Women of Houston County. I'm here today to talk about a better way, which is our conservative Republican platform that we've crafted in the House of Representatives in our majority. We started on this several months ago in light of the election, knowing that we needed to set forth conservative policy on behalf of the American people about the things that we hold dear. So when there is a path to victory, we're ready to have legislation in the wings so that we can move forward a conservative agenda. So today here I'm going to talk about a better way, and I'm really just glad to be here today.
You're very aware of what's being said down here since your announcement about pulling support from Mr. Trump. Your overall reaction to that, were you surprised by the reaction? If you had to do over, would you do it differently?
Well, let me just start by saying Hillary Clinton absolutely cannot be in the White House. Hillary Clinton would be terrible for our country, and under no circumstances will I support Hillary Clinton for president. My decision was my decision. I have one vote, just like all of the people here in the Wiregrass have one vote. I respect each individual's right to make a decision about who they're going to support in this election. When the video aired back about 13 days ago, it became clear to me that I could no longer justify a vote for Donald Trump. This disgusting behavior, this boasting and admittance of grabbing women's private parts was enough for me. And so I felt that it was very important to step forward and be honest with my constituency. Look at all the cameras right here, right now. I get asked everywhere I go, are you going to support the nominee? And up until that day, the answer was yes, because I felt like it was the best thing for our country. But I want to win this election, and I felt once that video came out that the way we were going to win, the way we were going to move forward was to tell Mr. Trump that he needs to step aside. And so that was my position then. That, of course, is my position now. I want to win this White House. I do not want Hillary Clinton to be president of the United States, but I cannot look my children in the eye, Margaret and George, and justify a vote for a man who promotes and boasts about sexually assaulting women.
And if you look at the feedback, it's not only critical of you. There's also people who support you, but at the same time, does it take the focus off of the campaign for presidency and put it on you just before the election?
I think what's important to note here is that I have been very, very respectful of each individual's right to choose whomever they want for President of the United States. You haven't seen me out there running against Donald Trump. You haven't seen me promoting my position as something that my constituents should adopt for themselves. This was based on my own personal conviction on behalf of myself and my children and my family, but never once have I said that the people of the Wiregrass or the people throughout the 2nd District need to do what I'm telling them to do, because that's not what I did. Again, what I want to do is win the White House, and I don't believe with Donald Trump at the top of the ticket that's possible, particularly in light of that video. So again, my motive was to say, Mr. Trump, I would like for you to step aside so we can win the White House, but also that I cannot justify a vote for someone who promotes the grabbing of women's private parts. I just can't do it.
So you said it was a personal decision, so why make it public? Why did you decide you needed to make it public? And the other question is, if it's not going to be Donald Trump, what is your suggestion for somebody to replace him? And how do we go about doing that with 20 days left?
Well, that's a great question. And again, the reason why I felt like it was important to be honest and authentic with the people that I represent. Again, I get asked everywhere I go, am I going to support the nominee? And up until the date that the video was released, the answer to that question was yes. That was a tipping point for me. Again, I'm not going to justify my individual vote to my children that I promote, that I was willing to justify a man that boasts about sexually assaulting women. That was a tipping point for me. But the reason I chose to be honest with my constituents is because I had been on the record with you and with other media outlets who continuously asked me who I'm supporting. So I felt like it was important to be honest and authentic with the people that I represent, also respecting each person's decision to choose whom they want to vote for president.
Okay, thanks everybody. We got to, well, she's going to obviously give a lot of remarks from the podium, but that's all the time we have for questions. I'm sorry. Thank you.